Hello, welcome back. This is the beginning of part 2 of today's stream. I need to do some setup because some things definitely got changed and setup is required. All right, I think we're good. Yes, we are. Let me just check on Twitch. All right. All right. Yeah, that's it. Hello. Welcome back. Oh, I pressed the wrong thing. All right. We're back. We're continuing. Oh, did I update this? I don't think I did. Let me update it. There you go. Sorry. Gotta check again. Yeah. Yeah. We're good. We're good. Okay. Okay. Master Hima, you are come at the most excellent time. An invitation from a truly preeminent personage was delivered to the manor but a short while ago. Would that you had been present to receive it, but in any event, Sir Amric de Borel, Lord Speaker of the House of Lords, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and Viscount of House Borel, cordially invites Master Hima to dine with him at his estate. You seem surprised. The messenger assured me that his lord had broached the subject with you at an earlier date, when the arrangements for the peace conference were still being finalized. Of course, the intervening moons afforded little opportunity for leisure, but with the happy advent of peace, 'tis plain the Lord Commander sees no further cause to delay. What say you? I haven't the foggiest idea what to wear. I should be glad to accept. Indeed, who would not? You will forgive me if I seem envious. I shall send word of your acceptance to Borel Manor at once. When you are ready, pray report to the Astrologicum. Astrologicum. They will have someone escort you the rest of the way. Okay. That was a funny other... I feel like that other response would work better if I was not my own character. I was RPing a different character, that definitely would have been what I chose. But I am RPing my character. But maybe in a future replay on a different character, I'll do different dialogue stuff just because it's fun. Greetings and well met, Master Hima. I have the honor and the privilege to serve as head steward of House Borel, though, admittedly, our staff is somewhat smaller than those of the other noble families, being countable on one hand. Oh, my lord will be overjoyed to hear that you have accepted his invitation. As you will soon see, we have spared no expense. I dare say a man of action such as yourself enjoys nary a moment's respite. Aye, the battlefield beckons even now, I am sure. But for this day, we bid you lay down your burdens and raise a glass to peace and prosperity. Cool. Actual relaxation mode. It's crazy. I am in full armor. I should not be wearing full armor. I look ridiculous. Look at this dude. He's not in armor. Why am I in my full armor? I should have asked for dress code advice.
To think the Moogles would prove such harsh taskmasters. Forgive me. I did not know you had suffered so in your quest for the horn. I must say, your spirited accounts always come as a welcome change from the arid reports which fill my days.
Not a drinker, I guess. Got there.
Though I have lived in these lands my entire life, to hear you speak of them, there is much and more I have yet to see. Truly, yours was a marvelous journey.
Though perhaps a bit long for my liking. It wasn't all sunshine and lemon cakes. Why not join me on the next? It wasn't all sunshine and lemon cakes.
Nor would I presume to imply otherwise. Neither I nor any man alive can truly understand what you have endured, and I cannot say with any confidence that I would have acquitted myself as well under the circumstances, much less grown stronger for it. By your deeds, you have helped us to lay the foundation for lasting reform. The formation of the Republic is but the beginning, for it is not only our system of governance which must needs change. We, the people, must learn to let go of our hatreds and rise above our bloody past. I only pray that I live long enough to see us achieve some measure of success, that I might know the lost did not die in vain. I can still see you there on the steps of faith, striding fearlessly towards the worm. If you could do that, who are we to balk at the challenges ahead? The question of how best to strengthen ties with the other great nations of Eorzea has been debated at length in the Lords and Commons of late. As you may imagine, maintaining stability during this period of historic upheaval is our paramount concern. Nevertheless, we are greatly indebted to the Alliance for their support during the Grand Melee, and it would be remiss of us not to repay their faith in kind. Of course, we owe you the greatest debt of all, and it is my hope that in extending our support to you and the Scions, we might also express our gratitude to our neighbors, nay, our fellow Eorzeans, whom we pray you will continue to protect. The Lords and Commons agree on very little, but not a soul in either house begrudges your order this offer of patronage. For all you have done and will do, we thank you.
I'm very wary about drinks. After what happened with Nanamo.
May I ask a personal question? Now that the dust has settled, what will you do? Not as a scion, I mean, but what do you want for yourself?
Lord Command, pray for the interruption.
News from Hell's Home.
Urgent message for the Warrior of Light. I was instructed to deliver it without delay.
Mishapped?
Master Thread returned to the manor a short time ago bearing an injured maiden. Master Leva and Mistress Haru are tending to wounds, but they like her chances. Respectfully, my lord, they have requested the Warrior of Light's immediate presence.
You must go, my friend, and I'll go with you.
Okay, let's go. That's Alize. We haven't seen her technically since A Realm Reborn.
Every ending
Oh,
marks a new beginning.
a new narrator. Interesting.
From tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn. As did he.
But yeah, Alize technically is a part of the Bahamut trial, but like, if you didn't do that...
Only to be drawn unto another battlefield, another cause, as if by fate.
Hmm.
Yes.
Is that...
Alize, Alphinaud's twin sister. She ran afoul of the Warriors of Darkness. I had been tracking them since the ceremony at Falcon's Nest. Little did I know I was not the only one. Evidently, she had learned of their activities and attempted to shadow them on her own. Poorly. I rescued her in the Twelveswood, and together we fled north. But though I made every effort to cover our tracks, they caught up with us on the Ishgardian border. And in the ensuing struggle, Alize took an arrow to the shoulder.
Ooh.
It was only after we had made good our escape that I realized it was poisoned.
Thank you for coming so quickly. And you, Sir Emmerich.
Think nothing of it. How is she?
We have done all we can for now. Although the immediate danger has passed, the poison yet lingers in her blood. We came to Eorzea together, hoping to bring salvation to the realm our grandfather gave his life to protect. But when confronted with the bitter realities of its politics and its petty powermongers, she was driven to anger and to doubt. She refused to become embroiled in what she termed Eorzea's squabbles and distance herself from the Scions. Though she remained hopeful of a brighter future, she would walk her own path. Would that it had not been so perilous. For all our differences, she's as dedicated as any Scion to the salvation of Eorzea. But more than that, she is my sister. To be reunited with her, only to lose her forever. Gods, even to speak the words.
Take heart, Master Alphinaud. She will be attended by our most skilled Chirurgeons. Bear Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary at once. Apprise Captain Whitecape of the situation, and inform him that she is to be treated as my personal charge.
Wait, don't go. Please, come closer. The warriors of darkness are in league with the Ascians. Slaughtering the primals is but the first step in their plan. They make for Zelvatol to bring about Garuda's summoning and to kill her.
Mm-hmm.
You must stop them.
I shall inform the others at once.
Master Thancred, I would ask that you accompany Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary. Your knowledge of her injuries may well prove useful in determining her treatment.
Of course.
Surely they won't let her. Yes, I know. We must trust in Captain Whitecape and his Chirurgeons. Did they not bring Estinian back from the very brink of death? I am uncomfortably reminded of how he mocked me for praying at his bedside for days on end. What say you, my friend? Shall we turn our attention to a matter whose conclusion we have yet the power to influence? Spaghetti! Nah, I'd get money. Shadows of the First. Grounded orchestration role. Interesting. So, the Warriors of Darkness and the Ascians are conspiring to bring about Garuda's summoning, that they might put her to the sword. When we first encountered them in Lothas Nath, when they were confronting Ravana? Gods, has this been their aim all along? What do you intend to do, Master Alphino? There is much and more I do not understand, but I know this. Our primal summoning cannot be ignored. Alize risked her life to uncover this ploy, and we squander her gift at our peril. Call, you will accompany me to Zelfatol and help me stop the Exals. Will you accompany me to Zelfatol and help me stop the Exals ritual? Of course. Given that Ishgard shares a border with the Ixali homeland, we have a vested interest in the outcome of this ritual. We have been willing to suffer the Beastmen's intrusions into Korthus lands to a point, but the summoning of a primal is an escalation we cannot abide. You shall have our fastest airship, Master Alphino. The mountains of Zelfatol are not easily traversed, and this endeavor demands all haste. The gesture is most appreciated, Sir Amric, but I fear an aerial approach is destined to fail. This is their homeland, after all, and Ixali Drigables are not to be underestimated. No. Experience tells me the only conceivable approach is by land, and I believe it would be wiser to cross into Zelfatol by way of the mountain pass, east of Camp Dragonhead. In that case, I shall send instructions for a contingent of the camp's knights to be placed at your disposal. They will secure you safe passage through the mountains and escort you hence to Zelfatol. Though my men are unqualified to confront a primal, they are more than capable of contending with the Ixal. We should be glad of their assistance, Lord Edmont. In the event that Mistress Alize regains consciousness, we will share with you any additional information she may provide. May the Fury watch over and keep you safe. What kind of accent was that? Excuse me. Let us be off. We can procure any additional supplies we require in Camp Dragonhead. Aye, to Camp Dragonhead. Ooh, you've got a better ring. I don't even know when I got that, but there it is. Where am I going? You know what? Oh, it's all at 99. Never mind. Have you everything you require, then? Excellent. The entrance to the pass is north of Nadalan, and due east of Camp Dragonhead. Though it is normally guarded by a score of Ixali warriors, I have been informed the House Top Knights have already dispatched them. The gate lies open, but we need walk through. Oh boy. The White Wind. Ah, I see, over here. Master Hima, Master Alphino. As you can see, the gate is ours. Be advised that our scouts are reporting increased activity around the first mountain. Simply put, they are up to something, and don't want anyone interfering. We stand ready to escort you to Zephatol, and aid you as you see fit. The enemy will be thick on the ground. Upon arriving, let us advance with the care, as we search for the site of the summoning ritual. If the gods are good, we should only have to contend with the Ixal, but if they are not, we may be forced to do battle with the warriors of darkness. Okay. Probably best to do NPCs, just because wait times. But before I do that, I need to use the bathroom. So I will be right back. Hello, I'm back. A couple things. Firstly, hey, the heck. Firstly, because it is a little late in my house, and I am not the only one that lives in it, I have to speak a little softer, which means I'm probably not going to be doing voices for the rest of the evening. Well, evening for me, yes, but for now, I will still be playing, but I'm not going to be doing voices, and it might just be a little more, close to the mic stuff. Yeah. Just a little more of this, and a lot less loud talking. Hopefully this is loud enough. I do think it might be loud enough. Let me check on the other thing. Okay, I do think, yeah, I think that's loud enough. Maybe if I do this instead. Yeah, maybe. And then when I talk, it should pop up. Okay. Actually, I don't want to deal with that. Okay, we're just gonna hope that it works. Oh, interesting. I didn't think that was actually affecting the stream. I saw it there. Well, at least it doesn't show anything else. I don't have anything else to show. So, we are going to continue like this. We are not going to be doing voices for anybody, unfortunately. I do apologize, but it's just because it's a little late. And rather than ending stream, I'd rather just continue with the story. That frog went la. Interesting. How's life been since you last streamed 11 hours ago? Well, I didn't stream 11 hours ago, Swirly Joe, hello. I stopped stream, and then I resumed it, because, unfortunately, the way that uploading things to YouTube works in the future is that it doesn't let me upload anything above 12 hours. So to avoid that potentially happening to my VOD, I had to stop stream and restart it. But I've been good. Welcome back to the stream. How long is this game? Very. Very, very long. In terms of the story that's currently out, well, I'll just put it into perspective. I'm still in the first expansion out of... Oh, it's longer than that, I can assure you. This is the first expansion out of how many? Heavensward, Stormblood, Shadowbringers, Endwalker, and today released Dawn Trail. So out of 5 expansions, this is the first. So it's very long. I didn't enjoy Odyssey or Valhalla. It definitely kept me busy. I've heard that those Assassin's Creed games weren't particularly the best. The only Assassin's Creed game I played, like, a lot was Black Flag. I'd enjoyed that on my Xbox. But I didn't play any other one. At least not a lot. I played a little bit of Unity with some friends. They have nothing to do with Assassin's Creed. Well, yeah, that's what I remember seeing as a complaint for those games. Is that they weren't very Assassin's Creed-like. I do have to be a little careful. Might need to lower the game volume, honestly. Just kind of lower my headphones. Just so I can be a little more aware of my voice, because I can't really be too loud right now. Alright, yeah. You know, this dungeon seems very long, all things considered. Like, we just reached the first boss.
Away with you!
Where's he lifting off to? The heck is that? Team's rockets blasting off again. Oh, that did a lot of damage. Oh, that's fun. You have to stand underneath him so it raises him. That's funny. You guys go for that one, I'm gonna go for this one. AC Valhalla is Odyssey, and Odyssey apparently sold well, so that's that. Huh. That's weird. I didn't hear good things about them. Or maybe I just didn't really hear a lot about them is all. Good or bad. Just didn't really hear much. But then again, I was never super into the AC games. Is it true that you have once said on recording that Seaman is the greatest game of all time? I don't even know what game that is. So, I mean, that answers that question. How could I have believed that a game is the greatest of all time if I don't even know it exists? It's an interesting game where you talk to a fish with a human face. Huh. That sounds interesting. Maybe. I don't really know whether or not that sounds interesting, to be honest. It's certainly strange. Why did I do that? Widely considered to be one of the weirdest games of all time. I believe you. That does sound like it would be a good description, based off of the only description I've ever heard of the game, which is yours. Oh, I wonder if this is working well. Okay, yeah, they died. Bum, bum, bum. Oh. It's an interesting area. I think Death Stranding is the weirdest game I've ever played. Haven't played Death Stranding, but I technically have it. Because, you know, oh, actually, I don't know if you know. Epic Game Store, right? They will often give games for free, and I got it for free there. So, I haven't played it, though. That's where I got it, yeah. I'm pretty sure the majority of people who may have played that game nowadays, probably did it through Epic, because not that I don't think the game that a lot of people played it on release. People did definitely play it on release. But I don't know, it's just a weird game. I would have hated if I paid $60 for it. Yeah, that makes sense. Based off of what I've seen, which have been a couple videos just like of people playing it from back when it released, it didn't look very interesting. It looked just kind of boring. Ooh. I'm sure there's some appeal. All you do is transport boxes across an empty world. Yeah, see, that's what I saw, which is why I was kind of like, is this actually interesting or not? I can't tell. Yeah. I don't know. I might get around to playing it one day, but I don't think anytime soon, just because I'm not that starved for video games that I need to play. I'm not truly that interested in it, unless I get on some, like, Hideo Kojima game marathon or something. Alright, the next boss is coming up. Thank goodness, because what the heck, this dungeon is so long. Is that a sword? That's a big weapon. That's a huge weapon. Metal Gear Solid games are confusing. They're cool. I like the Metal Gear Solid games. I gotta play more of them. I haven't really played all that many, but they're cool. I've actually only like briefly played like 2. And the only one I fully played through is Revengeance, which is not... It's not really a Metal Gear game. I believe that people pretend to understand their story. No, I'm 90% certain there is a story. Is it a hard-to-follow story? Yes, but there is a story. Yes, but very confusing. Yeah, yeah. From what I understand, it's a very... and has always been a political game story piece of work. I don't... what's the word I'm trying to think of? Oh, what is the word I'm trying to think of? It's a word that you would use to describe, like... I don't know. I've completely... Espionage? Conspiracy espionage? I mean, yeah, that is definitely the genre of the game. But I was trying to... I don't know. I have no idea what I'm thinking, man. I'm all over the place. It's kind of late. It had something to do with more like... Hideo Kojima's, like... his... work. And, like... Not his magnum opus. Ah, man, I can't think of the word. I don't know what I'm trying to say. And I'm too focused in this game to think properly. Whatever. The point I'm trying to make is they're political, cautionary tales that are wild and fantastical ever still because it's Kojima. But yeah, I like them. I'm not against Final Fantasy. I'm not against Metal Gear games. I think they're cool, and want to play more of them in the future.
Away with you.
Airstone. This is an interesting dungeon. Ooh. Oh. That's a funny way of travel. It was so straight. They were like upright. Like sticks.
Release!
It's a cool area. I think it looks cool. Eliminate impeding enemies. That's our goal. That's been our goal, it seems. All right, we're at the final boss. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, he's using the thaumaturge's, the Garuda thaumaturge staff. That's cool. Let's go. Uh-oh. I think we were supposed to go on all sides of him there.
I have my pride. Focus. Release.
Oh gosh, Garuda's here. That's cool. We get to actually fight Garuda in here. Can't you guys get a little closer? Come on. Yes. Okay, we got all our hits in the buff window. Why are you gonna stand so far away? Alpha, no.
For the House of Levier!
Limit break. Haha. We've prevented a primal from returning. I had a feeling, but oh no. You know what that tells me? Yep, our inventory is full. That's not good. So that means we gotta start getting rid of stuff. Ooh. Okay. Well, I think the first thing I'm gonna do off stream is sort through my inventory issues, because we gotta get that sorted. I'm gonna have to get rid of stuff.
So they were unable to see the ritual to its completion. Then Garuda is no longer a threat, and whatever the Ascians and the Warriors of Darkness were planning has come to naught. But we should not tarry. The knights have secured our path to safety.
Well, well. What do we have here? You'd better not have killed the primal without us.
Who are you? Why do you look like Urianger?
You!
Wait, I know you. Still walking, I see. I could have sworn my aim was true.
Just what is your game? Leading us a long way so these fools could step in and claim our prize?
It is Urianger.
No, no. Let's not make hasty accusations. By the look of things, the ritual was proceeding as planned. We arrived at the appointed hour. 'Twas they who erred.
It is hopeless. We cannot face them all.
Do mine ears deceive? A boy! So that's the way of it. Twins! You had me worried for a moment there. Know that I will happily make it quicker for you, if you just stand still.
It is. It's
Enough, Jarumul. We wouldn't want to upset the man in white with any unnecessary bloodshed now, would we?
It looks like him. And if he speaks, it would sell it out.
You've been awfully busy since we were kind enough to spare your lives.
While you were idly consorting with the Ascians, you mean? 7 hells! What could you possibly hope to achieve?
Should I explain it to you? Very well. Consider it a reward of sorts for beating us here. You know the tale of Hydaelyn and Zodiac, I take it? Of the Great Sundering and the reflections it created?
Across 10 and 3 they were divided. Reflections of the source, each possessed of shards of light and dark.
Just so. One of those reflections, the one nearest to the source, is our home. And we were the heroes blessed with her light. But not all worlds hold light and dark in equal measure. In ours, the power of light was greater by far. So the Ascians, who once threatened our home, were no match. And they fell before us, one after another, till none were left. Victory, we thought. And then came the light. A flood of pure, blinding radiance, annihilating shadow and color and life itself. Ere long, it will consume our world, leaving naught in its wake but blank perfection.
That cannot be. Do you honestly expect us to believe such a story?
Believe what you like. But it has happened before, on a world far removed from ours. The 13th, which was swallowed by the dark and transformed into what you call the Void.
These are different planes of existence?
Unchallenged light would condemn us to a similar fate. And so we joined hands with our former enemies, and with their aid came here, to the source. For there is but one way to restore the balance and save our home. The Ardor. Calamitous destruction with the power to break down the barriers between planes and see our worlds rejoined.
You would doom our world to save your own? What would even become of us? Of you?
Enough. I tire of talking. You know our cause. You know what is at stake. We are prepared to do whatever it takes. Are you?
If there is aught you would say, say it. Otherwise, begone. You have no friends here.
That was Urianger. I'm calling it. All things considered, we should be grateful to have survived that encounter. Do you think it could be true that to save their world they must bring a ruin to ours? No, it matters not. Such wanton destruction is beyond justification. Whatever their reasons, they must be stopped. The sacrifice, the loss, it ends here. Forgive me, this is neither the time nor the place for idle introspection. The knights can apprise Lord Edmond of our success, and we the Lord Commander. More importantly, I would like to see if my sister's condition has improved. You may take a moment for yourself if you wish. I will be at the congregation. Oh. I missed that message, Swirly Joe. The dubbing class was fine. There was a lot of screaming. So my throat is a little, like, sore this morning, but, I mean, other than that, it was pretty okay. What happened of note? Nothing really happened of note. Yeah. What are these quests? Towards the firmament and ascending to Imperium. What is this? On a recruitment note. Beet soup. I assume those are quests for different things in the future. We'll get there. It brings me joy to see you safely return to us, Carl. What news from Zevator? Then we are not too late. On behalf of Ishgard, I offer you my deepest thanks. As for we who remained behind, Mistress Yestola had been tending to Mistress Alice in your absence. I am pleased to report that she has regained consciousness. I imagine you have many questions, especially given your recent encounter with the Warriors of Darkness. I know I do. Come, let me show you to her room. Do not worry, her condition is much improved. She is a resilient one, much like her brother.
Alize, how are you feeling?
Well enough, brother. Thanks to the kindness of our hosts. They told me you had departed for Zelfatol while I was still abed. I slept much better knowing that. Thank you.
I take it your mission was a success.
As if we needed any further confirmation that they are in league with the Ascians. But to save another world? I think not.
I too thought his story fanciful at first. But it is possible there may be a kernel of truth in all of this. At the very least, none of his claims contradict the word's account.
You were following these people, Alice. Why?
During my travels, I had oft enjoyed tales of the Scions and their exploits. But after a time, I began to hear whispers of a gifted and theretofore unknown band of adventurers. Adventurers who had supposedly sworn to travel the realm slaying primals in the Scion's stead.
The Warriors of Darkness. And in the course of investigating these rumors, you stumbled upon the Ascians' involvement.
Yes, exactly.
Forgive me, but if these Warriors of Darkness mean to bring about another calamity, to what end do they hunt primals?
To prompt an escalation. To deepen the beast tribe's feelings of helplessness and despair, and thereby drive them to summon ever more powerful gods. And lest we forget, these events do not occur in isolation. With their patron deities being slain left and right, the news of man's victory over Nidhogg must surely have sown panic in the minds of the Beastmen. 'Tis no wonder they wish to defend themselves.
Power answered with greater power, death with more death. A vicious cycle fueled by fear and hatred. I know it's like all too well.
Indeed. The Ascians sow discord and desperation, and the Warriors of Darkness reap the harvest. And so it continues. Yet that is not the extent of their ambitions. The Ascian himself observed that once the powerless realize that the old gods have failed them, they will have little recourse but to look to a new one.
We cannot let that happen.
It should come as no surprise, but Alize and I have uncovered evidence that the Ascians have been manipulating certain parties to ensure that a constant stream of crystals flows into the hands of the beast tribes. If we sever these supply lines, we should at least be able to slow the escalation.
Agreed. Kral and I shall journey to Zelfatol and learn what we can of the Ixal's source.
Then I, for my part, pledge to lead a similar investigation into the origin of the Nath supply.
Sir Emmerich?
As a member of the Eorzean Alliance, Ishgard is honor bound to play an active role in maintaining the security of the realm. You might also say that I have some personal motivation, given the Ascians' dealings with my father. However, I make no secret of the fact that my knowledge of primal beings is scant at best. As such, I should be most grateful if one of your order were to assist me.
Allow me, Sir Emmerich. I have dealt with the Nath before.
Let us consult with Orianja then. Given his dedication to the study of primal beings, I should be surprised if he could not tell us something of value.
Allow me to accompany you, brother. And before you think to refuse, know that I am not the girl I once was. I shall not be a burden. You have my word.
But Alize, you... You are more than welcome. After all, it was you who set us upon this path.
Wait a minute. I'm afraid I can't allow you to leave just yet. Not until you try on the new outfit I prepared for you.
It has been many moons since we last worked together, though I believe the same cannot be said of the two of you. I confess, I was aware of your subterranean expedition, of your search for the truth of the calamity. I considered involving myself with her venture for a time, but as you know all too well, circumstances conspired to keep us apart. I can only assume she carried it on in our absence. My apologies for keeping you waiting. It's pretty different from Alphino, so shouldn't get confused. Right then, shall we be off? Kataru never ceases to impress, though for a moment I feared she might furnish you with an identical outfit. Praise the 12 she did not. Mother and father were rather too fond of making us wear matching clothes. Do you remember that time at the stadium when that girl of yours crept up behind me in the hall and whispered, "Sister, please, she was not my... Can we not have this conversation in front of the warrior of light?" So be it. Another time, perhaps. I should thank you again for your assistance with my expeditions, Call. Though we left matters somewhat unfinished, I am nevertheless prepared to focus on the task at hand, and aid you to the fullest extent of my ability. As you help me to brave the coils, so too will I help you to defeat the warriors of darkness. But I haven't done the coils. The carriage. Ah, yes. The carriage that so fortuitously arrived to spirit us away from Ul'dah after the banquet. The driver informed me that I had a sister to thank for his presence in Ul'dah. How did you know to send help? Oh, drunken brass blades are even less discreet than sober ones. Unfortunately, by the time I had learned of the plot, it was too late to do anything more. Frankly, I'm still amazed Bairdmont managed to find you. New garments aside, I must say that you seem different, more resolute than we last met. You have the look of a woman who is ready to fight for the future of Eorzea. To the extent of my abilities, perhaps, but I have no delusions of grandeur, nor will I pretend to have found myself, or any such thing. I am here today because I would regret if I weren't. That is all. Fair enough. Let us depart for the Waking Sands, then, and see if Irianger can be of assistance. To the Waking Sands, then. Well, that's a relatively easy go. Because I can go there for free. I'm free. Urianger, apologies for calling upon you unannounced. Why, Master Halfno, would that be the scholar had seen fit to grant me knowledge of thy coming? What bringeth thee and thine here this day? The warrior of darkness have returned. Pray allow us to explain. I don't think he needs explaining to. I too have heard tale in recent days of primal beings rising up only to be cast down by forces unknown. Alas, as thou didst observe, this severeth but to spur the beast tribes to pursue their goals with redoubled fervor. We have two objectives at this time: to identify and remove the source of the beast tribe's crystals, and to take direct action to prevent any further summoning rituals from reaching completion. The second is easier said than done, of course. While we were fortunate enough to learn of the Ixal's plan before they came to fruition, I should be surprised if the Warriors of Darkness and the Ascians did not have similar designs elsewhere of which we have no knowledge. Thou art wise to come hither, for this very day did I receive tidings most troubling from across the Strait of Marathor. Ogamoro stirreth, and there are whispers that the Lord of Crags neareth his return. Mere rumours, mark thou, but in light of thine own discoveries, thou canst ill afford to turn a deaf ear to their claims. Aye, we must ascertain the truth of the matter for ourselves. Let us consult with the Maelstrom forces stationed at Camp Overlook, Call. Thank you for your counsel, Urianger. Pray inform us should you learn aught else. I shall. If I may, brother, Urianger, is there anything else you would like to say? Alizé? If not, then never mind. I only ask because you are normally rather more verbose. Nothing to add? Very well. Ere we depart, I wish to make a request. The Warriors of Darkness spoke of how the Order had the power to break down the barriers between planes, that our worlds might be rejoined. I would ask that you research this for us. Being nowhere near as well-read as you, I'm sure, I wouldn't know where to begin. That said, I have heard the tale of a promising tome, the Geron Orses. Mayhaps you can start there. By thy leave. Camp Overlook, was it? Very well. Something is up with Urianger. Damn, $422. Seven L's. At this rate, I'll have to appeal to Maelstrom Command for reinforcements. Whatever is it? We don't want any. Well, fancy that. Just when my kobold problems look like coming to a head, the signs of the Seventh Dawn turn up, itching to pitch in. Bloody brilliant timing is what it is. Right then, let's get to it. So our friendly neighbors in Ugamaro have gotten much more aggressive as of late, just as you said. As a matter of fact, our scout spotted one sniffing about the stores just now. Likely looking to make off with an armful of crystals. I'll be damned if I'm about to let that happen. Lend a hand and help us search the camp for the little bugger, would you? Our Maelstrom friends seem notably more agitated than when we first arrived. Do you happen to know why that might be? A kobold in the camp, you say? That would appear to corroborate Irianger's information, yes. But to be so reckless as to influence a Maelstrom camp and draw attention to their efforts is passing strange. Well, there will be time to think on this later. For the present, we must do everything in our power to prevent Titan summoning, and that means finding and questioning this kobold. Oh boy. Kobold hunting time. Wherefore out thou kobold. Oh, great. Ah. There we are. Stay back. Away. Far back. I am not a... Yeah, it's no use. Pointless, hopeless, no use. Where are you going? Back? Why don't you come back here? Where are you? Where are you? Hiding in the trees, are you? Please, don't hurt me. I only wish to talk. Yes, just talk. Grah. Well, this is annoying. Finally. This was a stupid plan. Stupid. But if I tell no one, then everyone will. Ah, you found me again. What to do. I come in peace, only to talk. Speak. Say talk. So please do not hurt me. So this is our wily kobold infiltrator, is it? No wonder the soldiers were on edge. He could very well give one a bruised knee. Huzzah! We've got him. Fine work, scions. So, little one, you thought you could sneak into my camp, did you? Plotting to steal my crystals, were you? No, I came to talk, to ask for help. But when your soldiers saw me, they drew their weapons and I shouted and I... Now, let us all take a deep breath and discuss this like civilized individuals. What is your name, child? Pikman Gabu, of the 620th Order. At least, I will be a Pikmin one day. Well met, Gabu. I'm Alphino, and this is my sister, Alize. Paul, the man who found you, is our friend. And now that you know our names, we can be friends too. Now, Commander Bloedin here thinks you wanted to take his crystals, Gabu, but you say you came to ask for help. Why to us and not to your own people? What happened, Gabu? Can you tell us? No one is going to hurt you, all right? Not while we're here, I promise. The Patriarch, he's... The Patriarch is going to summon the Great Father again, and you have to stop him. Beat him, fight him, stop him. Gabu's parents said they didn't want it, along with many others, but the Patriarch wouldn't listen. He was so angry, raging, fuming angry. He said that if they didn't have iron in their hearts, they would serve as coke to the furnace. And then the guards took my parents and the others away. I haven't seen any of them since. Coke for the furnace? I did not want to believe it, but I have heard tale of the Fochi, fashioned from the bones of beastmen, which worshippers use in their rituals, hoping to summon more powerful incarnations of their gods. By the 12, that is sickening. No one listens to Gabu, no matter how much he cries, pleads, begs, cries. They do not listen, only talk about punishing the overdwellers and praising the Great Father. Gabu loves the Great Father, but he loves his parents too. So please, help Gabu stop the Patriarch and save his parents. Commander, advise Maelstrom Command that Titan's summoning is imminent. Should the worst come to worst, we will require their support. Time being of essence, we three will attempt to infiltrate the Cobalt stronghold, secure their crystals, and free the prisoners. Excuse me. Well, if you're sure, you'll forgive me if I don't seem optimistic. We'll make ready just in case. I have faith that we may yet stop this ritual. We would surely have detected the Associate's etheric disturbance had Titan manifested already. But I cannot speak for the prisoners. 12 had mercy, that they would even contemplate sacrificing their own flesh and blood, brothers, sisters, and mothers, and fathers. Time is of the essence. We must see what else Gabu knows and formulate a plan without further delay. I heard Great Father Titan loves crystals, cherishes covets, loves them, and if we gather enough, he will return. That is why the Patriarch told everyone to go forth and gather them. So I was thinking, if we take all crystals away, maybe the Great Father won't come. Very, very good, Gabu. I was just thinking the same thing. Do you know where these crystals are stored? I know. Oh. Several spots, each defended by a different order. Gabu wants to steal them, but he was too afraid to go alone. Yes, too afraid to go alone. But together, we can take them away and hide them. Come. Gabu will lead you to the first cache. Quickly. Do you have them all? Good. Lead on, Gabu. This way. Uh-oh. time is short. If you have the crystals, we should move on to the next cache. Do you hear me, brother? Brother? Aye, aye, it's just that. I'm quite certain that crate once bore Ishgardian seals. Someone took great pains to remove all traces, but enough remains to mark out the pattern. See for yourself. I struggle to imagine kobolds traveling to Korthis to obtain crystals, much less bothering to conceal their origins. I suspect these crystals were smuggled into Vildebrand by another party, most likely a pawn of the Asians, as Thurnkit speculated. I don't understand. Who are the Asians? Do they worship Great Father Titan too? Ah, never you mind about that. As Alize said, we do not have a lot of time. Can you lead us to the next cache, Gabu? Yes, yes, of course. Gabu knows the way. This next one is the last and very large. Very big, very huge, very large. You see no sign of the crystals, Gabu. Confound it. What about you, Cole? Any luck? Nothing, nothing, nothing. This cannot be. Gabu saw them. Spotted saw. Think, brother, think. They must have moved them, yes. The question is to where? And why? Within Ogomoro, where they summoned Titan once before, and mean to do so again. It is the only explanation. What about Mother and Father and the others? We have to help them. And we will, Gabu. We will. Stay calm. We still have time. They have yet to call for the remaining crates, yes? If they had, then they would have found the other caches empty and sounded the alarm. Nevertheless, I believe the time for stealth has passed. We must breach the navel and seize the remaining crystals. There is no other way to prevent the Titan's summoning. But first, give me your crystals that I might deliver them unto the Commander Bloedin's custody. We dare not take them into the bowels of the mountain. Yeah, that would be a bad idea. The crystals call, if you'd be so kind. Thank you. Thank you. I shall deliver them to Camp Overlook for safekeeping and brief Commander Bloedin on the situation. Pray go on ahead. As I recall, there is an aetheryte within the Ugamaru mines that should deliver you to the navel. Gabu doubtless knows the way. Wait for me there. I shall rejoin you anon. Strange. I would have thought you eager to remain in the thick of the action. But if this is what you would prefer, then Godspeed, brother. This way! This way! Thankfully, going through here, well, I get a headache going through the Ugamaru mines, because, by Jove, are they just nausea-inducing with the camera. No camera the way that it is. Ah, I take it this is the aetheryte we seek? Right then. As soon as Alphinaud arrives, we go. I trust you're feeling suitably heroic, Call. There's no telling what sort of resistance we'll face in there. Quickly, you clods. Briskly, swiftly, quickly. I will not suffer any further delays. Lay down your arms and surrender. We have your crystals, and there will be no summoning this day. overdwellers here? But how did you... Where are my parents, Patriarch? Where are they? Mother? Father? Coke for the furnace. You monster! How could you? We are but servants of the Lord of Crags. We are his, that he may drink of our blood and partake of our flesh, that he might draw upon the strength of his children and defend them from the tyranny of the overdwellers. No, Alize, not yet. I understand, Patriarch, I do. Your fear, your anger, your hate. You would do anything to protect your people, anything to deliver them from despair, whatever it takes to ensure that those who threaten you can never do so again. But in your single-minded pursuit of this objective, you have brought suffering on your own kith and kin. You have sacrificed the lives of the very people you sought to protect. But it need not be this way, Patriarch. Renounce this bloody course. Cease your attempts to summon your god, and work with us, together, to build a lasting peace. Another peace to be abandoned by the overdwellers' convenience? Oathbreakers, all of you. Liars, betrayer, oathbreakers. You take and you take and you take, and when you've had your fill, you sue for peace. You promise that this time is the last, until you grow hungry again. And when we dare to defend ourselves, you declare that this beast tribe cannot be suffered to live, that our gods string the land of Aether and bring naught but suffering, death, destruction, suffering upon us all. I will hear no more lies from you and yours, overdweller. You ruined your own lands. You'll not ruin ours. I said I'd come for you, and I did. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Say something. Please, please. Please. Wake up, 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 wake up. Wake up! Seven hells. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Alphina, leave him to me. We must away. By the 12th, how could I be so foolish? I should have known better than to let Gabu accompany us, given what we were like to find. His anguish and despair have served to birth a primal, just as surely as would the supplications of the faithful. Worse for being born of such tumultuous emotion, this incarnation of Titan seems incapable of naught but violence. If we have one cause for optimism, it is that while many crystals were present, they represented but a fraction of the quality intended for the summoning ritual, meaning that Titan must be far weakened than planned. Be that as it may, he is yet a primal, and the longer we leave him to bleed the land of Aether, the stronger he will grow. And should Titan be permitted to leave Ogamoro, more lives will be lost. The Maelstrom will rally their troops, and the cycle will continue. Paul, you know what must be done. Will you face the Lord of Crags once more? Thank you, my friend. Alize and I will tend to Gabu. When you have finished with the primal, look for us in Camp Overlook. We will be expecting you. Wait, it's literally just the Naval Hard? Like... this one? The one that's a... oh, okay. Huh. Well, I guess it is an 8 party. So you know what? That's probably not going to be able... okay, I think... So if that is the case, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to Camp Overlook. I'm going to wait in Camp Overlook. And I'm going to end stream. I'm going to go over here with the beautiful Lost City in the background. And end stream. My name has been Sorcerer Supreme. This has been Final Fantasy XIV. It's been the first day back since the Dawn Trail release. And yeah, I hope you've had a good time. If you've made it to the end of all these videos, consider liking, subscribing. Give me a follow here on Twitch so you can stay notified of when I stream in the future. And go ahead and follow me on Twitter as well, so that you can stay updated of when I go live. I will post typically right when I'm about to go live, so you can stay updated via that avenue as well. As always, stay hydrated, and thank you for joining me. Goodbye.